Thank you for joining me again. We started out with pictures of the space pod bathroom. Some of these cheaper hotels, the prefab bathroom. They're strange. Their showers are very small. The sink had built-in ashtrays, 2 of them. I'm not sure why you need 2, but hey. There was a cafe close by, so of course, coffee and a croissant to start. And I knew another YouTube couple that was close by, so I was kind of hoping to just kind of drive by and take a few pictures of the chateau and carry on. I got out of the car to walk towards the chateau to take some pictures, and I walked around this corner and I just about ran into Steve. So Steve and Sarah, they have a YouTube channel called Manor and Maker. They're originally from Fergus, Ontario, and ended up buying a chateau in France. Now we're living the dream. And yeah, I was almost smack dab right into Steve. So he was on his way to the boulangerie, so we chatted as he walked down there, and then he invited me and we chatted for a long time. Him and Sarah are just the most loveliest couple. They do a lot of retreats, so if you're looking for a retreat, definitely check them out. They do a lot of art type retreats, also French cooking and learning the language, and even started doing a retreat on how to move to France. I will put a link in the description to their channel. Absolutely wonderful, welcoming couple. There's a chateau that's close to them also in Excideuil. I stopped there, but I couldn't find the way to get in, so I kind of walked around a little bit and then left. I headed over to Château de Hautefort, and it is a 17th century medieval fortress, and beautiful, a lot of tapestries, beautiful huge rooms, stunning views outside, gardens were beautiful. When you're walking around, you come to this closed door and you have to wait. There's this timed film that comes on. The door will open and you go in and you sit there and you watch this film, and it was about a fire that had happened in 1965? Nope, 1968. But the lady who owned the chateau, she spent years rebuilding after that fire. It was pretty interesting to see the film on that. And then I walked into this room, and they do a lot of filming there. So Ever After with Drew Barrymore was there. And as soon as you walk into this room, there's this huge photo of Sharon Tate. And that just sent chills through me. In high school, I read a book called Helter Skelter, and it was about Charles Manson and the family he created, and how they had murdered her, and she was pregnant at the time too, and others they had murdered. And just seeing her full of life there. They had filmed Eye of the Devil there, where she was in that movie. It kind of bugged me the rest of the day thinking about that. Up in one of the towers, the workmanship, it's mind-boggling. But walking on the floor there, I noticed I saw daylight through the floor, so I don't know, it's a little sketchy. You go down into the kitchen and they have these holograms, and that was pretty cool to see them working in the kitchen and all the sounds and chatting away. It was really neat. Checked out a few other small towns, all beautiful, of course. I stopped to get dinner and then tried to book a hotel, and this was the first time I was having trouble because I was single. I was trying to book a hotel and it asks you like if you're single or double, and it didn't like that I was single, so I tried another one. It didn't like that I had a Canadian postal code, so I went with a little more expensive one. It was a B&B, and I'm glad I chose it. The man who ran this B&B was just wonderful. He was so nice. It was the first time that breakfast was included in the price, and it was a really good breakfast. The room was beautiful, the bathroom was gorgeous, and it had a pool, so of course it actually didn't rain that day. It was a really beautiful day, and since this place had a pool, I had to go in it. It was warmer than the last pool, but it was still kind of cool. But I've got Viking blood, I can do it. It was really nice and relaxing, and the sunset was just stunning. The clouds were like pink cotton candy. It was so beautiful. I met a couple from Belgium and sat there and chatted with them for a long time until we were all frozen and then went to bed. It was a really great day. I hope you enjoy the photos and hope you stick around.
Juste au moment de servir, vous mettrez un coulis de chantilly. Un enfant serait-il comme moi d'avoir le nez dessus? Mon bien prendre la mesure Brochet au pourboire. Coupez le brochet en 4, jetez-le dans un bassin avec du vinaigre et du sel. Faites bouillir du vin blanc avec sel, poivre, clou de girofle, muscade, laurier, oignons citron vert. Alors, à grand feu, mettez-y le brochet et servez-le à sec. N'oubliez pas d'y ajouter des radis et de l'oseille.